Scientists have just confirmed the existence of plasmoids.
There's a lot of talk about plasmoids at the moment. There's a lot of videos going out around there. So I just want to try to dispel some of the information. I thought this was a good starting point. The paper did not just confirm the existence of plasmoids. Plasmoids have been studied for decades. They are well-documented, well-known phenomena in plasma physics. Now, what a plasmoid is it is a coherent structure within a plasma. Now, plasma is an ionized gas. They can occur naturally and they can also be made in the lab.
And have been filmed diving into the ocean.
For the structure to exist, you have to maintain the electric and magnetic fields, and you also have to maintain the high temperatures of a plasma. As soon as you enter the water, water is a really good conducting material, so the electricity would be dissipated into the water pretty much immediately and just completely obliterate the structure of the plasmoid and the plasma itself.
They have explosive properties, negatively affect electronics.
I'm not sure why they emphasized explosive. Maybe because when you think about lightning, because lightning is plasma, and when lightning hits something, because of the intensity, there can, I guess, be some sort of explosivity to it depending on what it hits.
And mental activity, possibly inducing hallucinations of alien abduction.
The idea of it affecting mental activity and creating hallucinations, that's entirely without any merit or any basis whatsoever. Fluorescent lights in the ceiling, if you're in an office and you have fluorescent lights in the ceiling, that's plasma. The idea that they would be able to affect you mentally, particularly when you're talking about a structure up in the atmosphere trying to affect somebody down on the surface of the planet, doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Scientists suspect that they are sentient and represent a fourth domain of life.
Scientists do not suspect that they are sentient. There are no scientists out there that suspect that a plasmoid is a sentient being. Think about sentience for the moment, right? Just think about us. Think about life in general. In order for life to have sentience and intelligence in the way that we do, it requires complexity. Now, we are made up of, at its core, protons, neutrons, and electrons, yes, but they all combine to form different atoms, different molecules. It takes a lot of them to combine and form the brain matter in our heads, to form the neurons that fire and create pathways. So our consciousness and our intelligence comes from this complexity of this environment that's our body. When you're talking about a plasma or a structure within a plasma, which is what the plasmoid is, you're talking about the presence of only protons and electrons moving around the place at high speeds and high temperatures. That's all it is. There's nothing else there to add any complexity to generate any form of sentience.
After 14 years of extensive research, it is a conclusion that so-called unidentified flying objects that have been seen in our atmosphere are not spaceships from another planet, but are groups and masses of living organisms.
At no point have they provided any sort of scientific evidence or any sort of proof to suggest that a structure in a plasma could be a living organism or a living being. Again, there's absolutely no biological evidence, there's no scientific evidence, there's no evidence within plasma physics, there's no evidence within what people have looked at within the labs, within what we've been able to observe in nature to suggest that there's any sort of living organisms within a plasmoid. The 14 years of research, I'm assuming, refers to the specific author of this paper and not refers to the 14 actual years of scientific research within the scientific community on the whole, because this is not a topic that is studied in this way.
It has been hypothesized that dusty plasmas in the thermosphere may have incorporated all the necessary elements for the synthesis of RNA leading to DNA and thus life.
That end sentence is there's two things about it. It's quite inflammatory, and it shows that the person that made this video didn't actually really understand everything that they were reading, because the very first and clear thing here is that a dusty plasma is not the same thing as a plasmoid. They're two entirely different things. So dusty plasma just refers to a plasma that within the plasma itself, there may be contained some dust particles. So a plasma is an ionized gas that contains protons and electrons. So it's charges that just are moving around, that are very hot, very fast. You can form structures within a plasma, not just a plasmoid. There are other structures. I specifically study Wakefield structures within a plasma. So they are interesting to us because of the nature of how the electric and the magnetic fields are generated and behave. But this behavior is just naturally occurring phenomenon due to the motion of charges. It is not sentient behavior that has intention. I love the curiosity. I love the excitement of people wanting to learn about something new. But remember, be critical, ask questions, but stay nerd.
This right here is magical. Magical. A few years ago, probably like 8 years ago, I don't know, maybe more than that, one time I fainted. This is when I was anemic. I fainted and I fell on a dumbbell in the gym. So what happened was, when I shot the ear that I got hurt, I would revisit those memories. And I will feel it again, but with a tingling sensation. But once I'm done with it, the pain order is reduced. It's no longer there.
Discover the power of the scalar plasma projector through a real-life story that's as inspiring as it is miraculous. A journey from discomfort to relief. This testimonial shines a light on how cutting-edge technology meets ancient wisdom to transform health. Get ready to be amazed by the healing journey of a community member, brought to you by the wonders of plasma technology. Thank you for sharing the post. My friend Carmen brought the device over so I can use it on a skin rash I'm having. Seems to be working to change the texture and refuse the level of pain I was having. She has been sharing your info with me for months now. So today I thought, let me introduce it to one of my clients I've been working on post-stroke. Ready to unlock your own healing journey? Drop a comment with Breathing Scalar right now and dive into the transformative world of the Black Air Bender's breath tools. Elevate your experience with our exclusive breath audio library, featuring guided sessions and so much more, designed to guide you toward wellness and balance. Don't miss out. Join the community and begin your transformation today.
So here we are blasting the scalar projector plasma onto the wound. Plasma, often called the fourth state of matter, comprises free electrons and positively charged ions. As it interacts with the skin, it dives deep into the realm of our body's bioelectric field. Blood, a conductor in its own right, responds rapidly. As the plasma's energy interacts with it, we witness an immediate reduction in bleeding. This is a symphony of physics meeting biology, each electron and ion playing its part. Our cells are electric entities, and plasma enhances their communication. This supercharged conversation leads to an accelerated healing response. It's as if every cell rallies to the cell, focusing its energy on sealing the wound. Within the microscope world of our skin, plasma activates several biological processes. It increases cell migration, proliferation, and even collagen production, the key elements of skin repair and regeneration. Additionally, the presence of plasma ensures a protective barrier against potential pathogens, further ensuring the wound's safety. And remember, electricity has been known to accelerate healing 3x. By combining this knowledge with the power of plasma, we are tapping into a method that could revolutionize wound care.